All right, so for all the listeners, and I imagine we have twice as many listeners on this episode because we got a special treat for you on this episode. William is not here. It is just Adam and I.
Oh, we'd get rid of the fat on the show.
We thought we would finally trim the fat on episode 99.
Person who brings nothing to the table and does nothing for the podcast.
Nothing but piss poor attitude and negative energy.
I'm just kidding.
But all you Williams friends that listen, please stick around because we want you to call in, give us the juice.
This is going to be more of a celebration of Williams' legacy.
Yeah.
But you're going to want to stay tuned.
Of his failures.
No, we're at roaring.
No, but
successes.
it is just Adam and I, and of course the movie we got to. I'm gonna say we chose it. William's gonna come in on the next episode saying he chose it because he probably puts us in this category. The movie is Hubie Halloween, and William probably sees Adam and I as his Hubies, just as two big dinguses.
The town retarded guy.
I'm just going to start this episode off. If you're listening, you have not seen the movie Hubie Halloween, unironically watch it. Like, go watch it or watch it ironically, but like, just watch it.
I enjoyed it.
It's goofy.
It was my first time. I missed it last Halloween, which was a huge fuck up on my part. I was really upset about it. I had a baby and shit, and I couldn't do it. I was pissed. I was pissed at my son. But so I had to wait a whole Halloween because you're not going to watch Hubie Halloween when it's not a Halloween. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, you can watch it any season.
Wow. Yeah. Now that I've seen it, I'm like, okay, this transcends the season.
Well, and there, like, a lot of people were making fun of Adam Sandler for the title, and they're like, "Well, he just went through all the holidays, and he got to Halloween. He just like made a silly name for all the holidays, and he just landed on Hubie Halloween, and then they made a movie around that." And he explains it in the movie. He goes, well, we're Jewish, Mom. Halloween is like the only crossover holiday that we can have with Christians and whatever. He explains why there's a Halloween movie.
That's cool. Yeah,
of course it's gonna be Halloween.
As a spokesperson for the Jewish community, he's representing. He is.
I thought you were about to speak up.
I wish. I don't have that honor, but. Yeah, I had a good time with this one.
Your first time watching it.
My first time. I was a virgin. I was a Hubie virgin. And
what's your Sandler take? Like, not just Hubie, but do you watch a lot of silly Sandlers?
I love the silly Sandlers. He was really making his best movies were when I was at the perfect ripe age for it. Billy Madison and stuff like that. So. Of course, he's holds a special place in my heart. And, I haven't been keeping up with his recent output quite as much of the silly Sandlers, but boy, oh boy.
You've been missing out.
I know. I need to atone for my sins.
I'd say the only one I haven't seen or all the way through is Jack and Jill.
That's too bad.
As far as the modern ones. I mean, he's the white man's Medea.
That's got a cameo from someone very special to this podcast into the world. Jared from Subway.
It does it really?
Yeah. Jill meets Jared.
In jail,
I think she's like, "Ooh, you're cute," or something like that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And Jared goes, "You're too old."
Yeah. But yeah, this is this movie I remember when it came out, people were like, "Oh, this is actually like I'm enjoying this," and I enjoyed it.
It kind of brought back the what kind of Waterboy era, just complete. Everyone is a cartoon.
Yeah.
Every scene has a joke. Like if it's on a t-shirt, if it's on a mug, if it's something somebody's eating, if it's a way they're looking or breathing or coughing, like every single moment is attempt at a joke.
A lot of t-shirt jokes in this movie.
Oh, I love it. A lot of basic t-shirt jokes.
Yeah. The idea that a thrift store only has like shirts that are sexual puns and stuff.
What did
part of the fun
just
of the reality? That's the Hey Drunk Collider ship.
They just specifically one person dropped off all their Spencer's Gifts t-shirts at Goodwill just in the same day, and she happened to buy them all.
An old lady's wearing them, and it's of course the funnest possible combo you could imagine. When you see a shirt like that, you're like, I want to see this on an old lady who doesn't get it.
Who's oblivious to
Yeah.
thinks it's a cute. My grandma used to call me and my brother dildos. And we thought it was the funniest. We would just like laugh. And my mom would
not a new term.
No, but like my mom was like, she means that like you guys are dummies or dorks. And I was like, I know, but we just learned what dildos are. So we were just picturing like dildos.
But did dildo mean something like when your grandma was?
Yeah, like you dummy, you dildo, no. You airhead.
But they're like old wooden dildos and shit in like museums.
Dildos have been around forever. I don't know if they've been called dildos the whole time, or that's where the name came from. You're just a dumb fuck. You're a dildo, a dumb fuck. You're just something. You're nothing but a dildo.
Yeah.
You're nothing.
Grandma
but a
was
dick.
Really like telling you to fuck off, basically.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, damn, Ma.
My grandma.
Send me $40 next birthday as I'm driving away. Just calling us dildos.
Yeah. My grandma. Sorry, I just had to finish this banana. She would always. She would always.
Sorry, I just had to wait until we were recording to finish this banana.
Yeah. I had a big spill right before, just so everyone knows. But my grandma would always give us like a bag of shit that she got at Kmart every Christmas. And they would always have like pajama pants and stuff. And then I remember one year for Christmas, and like one year at Christmas, I was at my cousin's and we all opened our bags from grandma. And I pulled my pajama pants out, and there were these like, Kmart cheap pants that had a little pattern on it, and it said it was like a head of a moose that was like hung up on a wall. It was a drawing of it, and it said "well hung," and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, it took me a second. It was kind of like,
"What the fuck, Grandma? I got a tiny dick."
Yeah.
Maybe a sheep or something.
Oh, that's
like
a sweet
small
thing for
dog.
a grandma to do. But I was like, "What the fuck,
honey? I gave you baths."
And then and I looked around, and I was looking at my cousins, and my cousins like pulled their pants out, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And I like, and she had gotten all of us these weird sexual pajama pants without realizing it. It was a very fun Christmas moment. There was one that said "done in 60 seconds" instead of "gone in 60 seconds." Yeah, that's a good one.
What is that? So how are you gonna walk out of that? Like, how are you gonna? Because in Hubie, what's the first one? She has boner donor is with like a red cross, and he's like, what is even a boner donor? And she's like, I don't know. I think boner, like you're a dildo, a boner. You're like making mistakes. It's mistakes. I think it means mistakes, and I'm donating mistakes. It's funny, but how do you backtrack that? Well, how do you backtrack done in 60 seconds? And then
we had a good laugh. You just got to laugh at that point.
But I mean, how would you, if you truly didn't know what done in 60 seconds,
so you explain that to your grandma?
If you didn't understand the innuendo, no, if you were trying to explain to yourself,
okay,
what's done in 60 seconds? And it has a picture of a turkey in like a microwave or something, or like a.
Well, I had so much stamina with my dick that I couldn't even fathom 60 seconds being like, it's not even on the table for me.
You're well hung, bro. It takes me. It takes me 60 seconds just to get hard. My dick's so big.
Yeah, exactly. It's like filling up a canal.
Yeah, it's like.
But yeah, and then Hubie didn't understand either because he's a simple man and a sweet man.
Yeah, so this movie is a combination of all of his movies.
Yeah,
he brings
kind of
it. He
Avengers
literally
Endgame.
Yeah, well, and he said it. He wants to actually make one specifically focused on that in an interview. But then this movie came out after that interview did, so we're hoping this ain't the Sandler verse. He wants to start his own Sandler verse, basically. Which would bring in the you can. We were only missing the "you can do it" guy.
Yeah,
but Rob Schneider was a different character.
Yeah, Cajun man. No,
he played he played a differf character.
Not Cajun man from SNL. That one
from
guy,
Waterboy, right?
Yeah, Waterboy. This is a Waterboy. This is Adam Sandler has those two types of comedies. One where he's not an idiot, with a baby voice, and then one where he is an idiot with a baby voice. This is one of those
This is a
Waterboy.
Billy Madison one. He plays a child as an adult. He plays an even not a smart kid, like a smart preteen. He's a dumb preteen as an adult, and everyone understands that he's an adult. And
Yeah.
that's it. That's the premise. Is like, what if we just put an adult in a kid situation like school, elementary school?
Yeah, or make him really
And
into
then-
Halloween.
Yeah. So then
Or at least the water boy.
But you notice the sheets. Speaking of Waterboy, all the references. Did you catch all the other references? Ben Stiller's character is the
Of
same
course,
nurse, right?
Yes.
The sheets with the stain are the same sheets from Waterboy that
Oh, I missed
that his
that.
mom hangs up, and then it's the same ghost sheet he wears into it with the piss stains.
Nice. I appreciate that.
every other scene is a shout out to one of his other movies.
Well, this movie is made with love. You know,
It seems like fun. Every Adam Sandler movie seems like it's just him and his boys.
executive produced, by Adam Sandler and his friend, the Grandma's Boy guy, co-produced by Rob Schneider.
Okay, so if you haven't seen
The
it,
labor of love.
the basic premise of the movie is Adam Sandler is this semi-retarded adult. That's probably not the political correct term. He's a slow adult, lives with his mom. He's an Adam Sandler character.
His
Lives with his
goal,
mom.
his purpose in life, he says, is to make sure that everyone is safe on Halloween.
On Halloween. That's his number one goal since he was a kid, is to be like the hall monitor for Halloween. And his whole life in Salem.
Why? We never find out why, though.
That's a good question.
That's what I'm
do
saying.
we not?
Why
I feel like
is his dad dead? Maybe
they not
his dad
explain?
They don't explain why his dad died. So maybe
He
his
got
dad
killed on Halloween.
died on
He got
Halloween.
egged.
Yeah.
Okay, so his
Some
whole
of that
goal,
fentanyl.
and he's been made fun of by now. At this point, it's a second generation. It's a third generation of families making fun of him. One of the kids at the elementary school is like, my grandma was the first one to give him a titty twister.
Yeah. That's another key component of this type of Adam Sandler movie, like Waterboy, is that everyone is incredibly mean to him.
Yeah.
Except for
and O'Doyle, the O'Doyle kid is in it.
Yeah, O'Doyle. Yes.
O'Doyle rules. And that must be one of the O'Doyle.
The O'Doyles. The non-alcoholic beer.
But
yeah,
okay, so that's the premise. And then obviously some some shit happens. He actually thinks there's a werewolf in town. Some shit happens that he actually has to defend, and then everybody realizes Hubie was a good guy. That's the premise of the movie.
Yeah.
And then it's antics in between.
And Julie Bowen from Happy Gilmore plays his love interest in the movie
again.
Who is like,
come on.
inexplicably, that's like, she is like the love of his life, and she is also super into him, even though he's like, because he's really nice or whatever.
Yeah, and we find out. Sorry, spoilers. Sweet. We find out in one of the when they confess their loves, he goes, "I was in love with you since the 3rd grade," and she goes, "What? I was in love with you since the 2nd grade."
Yeah,
it's like, damn, she got to one up him.
That's sweet.
So
it's kind of funny because these movies are also like Salem in this movie. It's kind of like a comfort food movie where it's like it's like an idyllic small town.
Everybody knows everybody.
Everybody knows everybody. Kind of small town that doesn't exist that much anymore. And it's like everything is perfect in this town.
Yeah,
except for
they have a town idiot
guy that Adam Sandler plays.
No, he's fine. He's part of that. That's part of that.
That's what the town realizes is that he's. But before that, they're like, everything's great except for this guy.
Well, I think that's the parallel too. I don't think there's many parallels, but it literally is supposed to be like 1600 Salem or whatever. The witch trial Salem.
Oh yeah,
because he's like, my grandma was the first one to be like, hey, these aren't witches, y'all. Witches aren't real. And then they burned her as a witch.
Hubie's the modern
witch. The Dubois, Hubert Schubert Dubois is his name.
Yes, Bobby Boucher, Hubie Dubois.
Yeah.
What about the French?
There's your New Orleans. That's your New Orleans right there. That's the shout out. That's the Waterboy New Orleans shout out.
Yeah.
Hubie Dubois. And then how many times in the movie do people go, Hubie Doobie doing it? Like they say Hubie Doobie so many times and then add another
Oh, and he gets called Puby.
Puby.
Just
That's
fun
Ray.
stuff.
Oh, Ray Liotta, whatever the shit his name is. That was kind of hard. That was sad to see him.
Yeah, let's
This was
pay
this was
respects to Ray Liotta.
one of his last films.
He looks good. Didn't see
He
it coming.
died. I think he died on set. I think he was CGI'd the last half of this movie.
Damn. Well, they can do amazing things with computers these days.
Oh, okay. So, the fucking him dodging eggs. Now let's just get into it. So there's
Let's do it.
supernatural effects.
I'm pulling it up.
There's unexplained supernatural effects going on in this town. Steve Buscemi. This is just Cameo City movie. This is all of Adam Sandler's.
This movie is like you know how like William was saying like Night of the Creeps is like a buffet. Man,
Yeah.
By the way, isn't William great?
Oh my God, William. I
Isn't he such a great guy?
honestly, I don't think we could do it without him.
Yeah. No, definitely not. Well, he's just he's so learned.
He's learned, some would even say.
Yeah. Learned up. He's just a sweet man and we miss him.
We miss him.
Right.
And he's probably at a China buffet right now.
Oh yeah, buffets. This movie is kind of a buffet, a Halloween buffet. We don't need William.
I'd say it's a Sandler buffet.
Yeah, it's a Sandler buffet, a Halloween buffet. It's like a movie that's
true buffet.
It's giving you what you want. Oh yeah, because true buffets have more than one sort of thing. They have like salads.
Yeah, and there ain't no
desserts.
GMO. There ain't no filler in this buffet.
Damn, that sounds like a good buffet.
I would say Hubie Halloween is 1,000 times better than Night of the Creeps.
I would agree.
That's a buffet. So Night of the Creeps is a great movie, and it's a great it's a buffet, but it's got about 6 hotel pans.
Yeah.
On the buffet,
heat trays,
one table, about 6 hotel pans. Yeah, that's what those are called.
Yeah.
And
so sorry.
Hubie's like a fucking China buffet. In a corner of a outdoor walking mall in the corner, they got maybe 7 rows of food.
Yeah.
Each with 24 different half hotel pans.
I know it's usually all you can eat, but I remember when I was growing up, there was a Chinese buffet that said "eat all you can see." And that's even more intense. It's more like you're gonna get fucked up if you come in here. Yeah,
people eating the salts contain like this. Anything I can see is edible.
It's a threat almost. So that's what this movie is kind of like. It's more of an eat all you can see sort of buffet.
This is the second time I watched it, and I picked up on a lot of things I didn't pick up on the first viewing.
Oh yeah.
A lot of funny shit.
Like what?
I didn't that's the problem is literally every little cut there's a little joke in every scene, in every
made with
frame.
love.
Like it'll cut to somebody and I'm trying to think of an example.
Yeah, everybody's being funny but it's kind of working. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
it's cheesy,
I feel like a lot of times
sure.
that kind of stuff can be, if everybody's funny, then nobody's funny kind of thing. But this is like everybody's having a good time, you know.
I mean, even in the background, like people in the backgrounds are reacting. God damn it. I wish I would have clipped some stuff.
Oh yeah. There's like Easter egg jokes you're saying?
All the time. Like
cool.
It's just constant. Like
so this was written by Adam Sandler and Tim Herlihy, who wrote Billy Madison.
If I was going to say it's got Madison, that's what he is kind of playing, the kid who's grown up now, who is still a kid. Oh, the Billy Madison dodgeball reference. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I did.
He finally got hit in the face.
Yeah.
This is for sandy heads, sandy hook heads, or Sandler.
Adam Sandy Hook.
Adam Sandy Hook. That's going to trial right now, right? Alex Jones is getting arrested, or he's getting sued for that shit.
Free Alex.
by that lady who apparently isn't real. Who he convinced a group of people isn't real.
Damn. That's how
And
corrupt the
she's
courts
like,
are. A
she's
fake
like,
lady
what?
suing.
Yeah.
Very
It's just a
interesting.
picture. It's just an online picture every time she's has to do a confession or something. It's
Yeah,
clearly
Um,
all right. What's your favorite thermostat
oh
appliance?
yeah. Oh
So
yeah. So he's
he
like he's a grown up Boy Scout. So he
yeah,
has
and
a
you notice
thermos
in the
that's like a Swiss
flashback
Army
when
thing.
they show him as a kid in the yearbook, he is a Boy Scout or Eagle Scout, and he's got like all too many badges.
Oh, nice. I didn't pick up on the amount of badges.
See, it's like little things like that I didn't. It's just too many for like.
Yeah, it's just like little funny visual things.
But then it's like, oh, that's why he has a thermostat that is like an Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, it's like a bat belt.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, utility belt.
Utility belt.
It's got a grappling hook on it.
So that's good stuff. So yeah, he's got a thermos.
Never gets hit by anything thrown at him.
Yeah,
that's my favorite. That's my favorite gag through the whole thing. Every time he's riding his bike,
thermos, and then there's a barf
but it starts with eggs. Every time he's on his bike, it cuts to him like on his bike going to the next mission or whatever. Somebody starts throwing something at him off the side of the road, and he just perfectly dodges all of them. He's doing like BMX tricks. That shit is so funny.
Yeah, that's
but
fun.
then the items become bigger and bigger, and by the end of it, there's a air conditioning unit. There's it's crazy. Like, who the fuck is throwing these? The Hulk.
Yeah.
There's like,
well, it's like it's a cartoon basically.
Oh, I love it.
And that's fun. Why not?
Adam Sandler's Bugs Bunny, baby.
But hey, I'm reading on this website. Pretty interesting stuff about the movie. Found a good website.
What IMDb?
So yeah, IMDb. You've heard of IMDb?
You heard of this sucker? It's a website called.
All right.
We got a lot of data.
See, we don't need William. It's fine. All right. So on a more serious note,
what the fuck is happening?
Oh,
what are you trying to say?
My kid's taking a nap at daycare. I just got an alert.
There's an alert when your kid's asleep.
Yeah, this app Bright Wheel. This is not our sponsor. You get alerts when they get their diapers changed or when they go down for naps at daycare. It's
sounds like cool. A pedophile's wet dream.
I'm more interested in their dry dreams, honestly. If we're talking about pedophiles.
They're all the same.
But no, it's helpful for a family because that's what those are always your questions. Did he poo? Was it okay? And like
healthy, sure.
Yeah, and
but what was this Hubie trivia? I don't care about your kids' poop.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Edge.
It's very nice to hear.
I'm more worried about my own these days.
Oh yeah, I hear you, dude. Drink more water.
Oh, you can hear me over on through the mic? I've been gassy.
Oh my God.
What was this trivia? Hit me with this trivia. You found a web, or was that the trivia that you found a website with information about Hubie Halloween?
I don't know why it's on the IMDb trivia for the movie, but no, the young actor Cameron Boyce.
Yes, I wanted to talk about that. What
he was going to be in the movie
because he's not in it at all,
with
right?
his co-stars Peyton List and Karan Barr from Disney Channel's Jessie and Descendants.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse. Yeah, I watch that with my niece all the time.
That's cool.
Hey, I also nannied, and when I was a nanny, we would watch that because it's about a nanny.
So you're familiar with Cameron's work?
I've seen almost every episode of Hey, Jesse.
Were you affected by the news?
This is how I got the news. Last Halloween, I watched Hubie Halloween. I'm laughing. I'm watching with my dad, Kevin. I'm laughing. I'm like, this is Sandler's back, baby. Uncut Gems, move over. Hubie Halloween's in town.
Yes.
And then we're having me and my dad turned to me in the middle of the movie and he goes, man, he grabbed my shoulder and kind of gripped it with one of his hands. And me and my dad don't talk, you know this.
Mm-hmm.
And he gripped my shoulder in the middle of Hubie Halloween after a good laugh. And he goes, I've never said this, but I'm proud of you, Ryan. I love you. And then he hugged me and we just cried. And the rest of the movie, that was like right in the middle. And then the rest of the movie was just fucking amazing. We were holding hands, laughing at the climax. We were holding each other because it kind of, there's some scary moments.
Yeah.
And it was the best day of my life. And then credits roll. Rest in peace, Cameron. What happened? I was shook. I said, Dad, you didn't love me enough. You couldn't keep him alive. And me and my dad stopped talking again.
Damn, jeez.
So yeah,
really
I'd say it affected me a little bit.
Understood.
What? How'd he die?
Well,
but I literally did learn of his death through Hubie Halloween, which is insane.
I don't want to look this up.
You brought it up. You got to.
Oh, poor guy.
Brought it up.
Yeah, he's Afro-Caribbean and African-American.
And he breakdances all the time.
All right.
Why'd you say ew?
I didn't say that.
You said ew. He's African Caribbean.
Wow. He died in sleep due to a seizure.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
He's like 12. So who was he supposed to be in the movie? O'Doyle?
20. He was 20.
O'Doyle? He was 20? That was a 20-year-old? I thought the kid was like 12.
Well, when you saw him on Jesse, on the Disney Channel's Jesse.
The final headshot they show in Hubie, he looks like he's 12. Good looking 12-year-old.
He's very handsome in an interesting way, I would say.
He's got a bunch of freckles. Yeah, he's unique as hell. That's a unique blend of
not a lot of
Caribbean
freckled actors, honestly.
You know how it's a nightmare to have to CGI out all the freckles.
Yeah. Yeah, they just couldn't be in movies before
wild,
technology got advanced enough.
There's some spooky stuff around the Hubie Halloween set.
Yeah, this podcast episode is also dedicated to Cameron Boyce. Gone too soon. And
hey, Jesse.
What a shame.
You think they're playing the theme song to the Disney show, but like a choir is playing it at the funeral? Hey, Jesse.
Damn.
That's it. That's all the website.
Oh, yeah.
That's all the trivia the website had.
Okay. So moving on from Jesus Christ.
Moving on from the death.
Car you died. All right. He's got a poster.
You gonna throw up? Adam's throwing up.
He's got a poster of Burt Reynolds and from Smokey and the Bandit in his room.
Yeah.
So, his real life daughters and wife appear.
Are these notes you took? These are notes that you took.
I just found a website that.
No, these are handwritten notes.
Researching on a website the movie.
Who's his real wife?
Jackie Sandler.
Jack and Jill.
Oh, it's a tribute to her. That's cool.
Even
maybe Adam calls himself Jack.
He even named his wife after one of his movies.
Jill.
And it's the other way around. She's named after his movies.
Got it. Gotcha. All right. Oh, she's born in Florida. Yeah. Hell yeah. Florida girl making good.
That explains how Adam Sandler dresses. I didn't know he had a Florida ass wife. That's clearly what Florida people are attracted to. Just oversized gym shorts and.
But that's cool. I mean, this lady has got she probably has a really fun life. She's just like rich lady, and then she's in Adam Sandler movies.
I heard Adam's very abusive on the basketball court. Yeah, he doesn't hold back on the court, even though it's his wife. He broke her ankles like 3 times.
Oh, for real?
He folded her 3 times.
Are you being for real?
Yeah, and Wonder ass.
Oh, he crossed. What is that? Stutter step?
Yeah. He snapped her, and he's very abusive on the court.
I've heard that he
loving husband, beautiful husband.
He
doesn't hold back on the court though.
He balls his wife hard. That's what they mean when they say that.
He broke her ankles with his balling.
Yeah.
His balls. So that's what you wrote down. This is what you observed.
No, I was going to say that I know this hotel down in Orange County that he stays at sometimes. And the staff, he plays basketball with like the staff, like the housekeepers and stuff there.
Yeah, he's pretty
when
good
he
too,
stays
right?
there, and he's like really good and shit. Like that's cool.
He plays with NBA players.
I feel like he's like living a. This guy knows how to do it. How to
He's living
live
funny, that
life.
funny people life.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the scene again with the practical effects and everything being a kind of a joke. The first time we see Hubie's lawn.
Yeah.
So at the very beginning of the movie, a psychopath escapes from the psycho ward and is running around town. And that's like the big scare. So there's a psychopath out of the mental institution.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen. And then a pig goes dying, and it's a real who's the psycho, because we never see his face. We never see their face. And
who's the psycho?
So Hubie,
Hubie,
yeah, it's one of those. Who's the crazy? So Hubie meets his new neighbor, Steve Buscemi, who's brand new that morning, and he's already got a full garden. He's got a full a full house, and it's a specific bluebonnet flower, or what is it? It's a real werewolf flower.
I don't remember this part.
It's a blue flower that is specific to whatever. It's a blue flower. Steve Buscemi's he's like a very over the top, perfect neighbor, very nice. And it shows him, and it's cutting back and forth to him and Hubie. And then it does this one pan when Hubie's like, all right, talk to you later. And it pans over, and you finally see Hubie's lawn, and it's inch to inch covered in fucking Halloween, that inflatable Halloween, like too many.
Yeah, but why is he like Halloween so much?
The panning over is such a good shot. Oh, such a good reveal of his yard.
Yeah, sure. But why does he like Halloween so much? If he like Hubie is like notoriously a scaredy cat.
Hubie Doobie explaining it at one point.
Oh, what do you say?
I think it was that's when his dad left or something. And so he was just worried. Yeah, he's like that. He mentions that it was because of when his dad left.
That he's a scaredy cat?
No, that it was something like he just wants to protect people or something. It was like I don't remember. I don't think it matters.
Sure, but yeah,
that's
I mean, it's just a little.
Thing. That's his thing. Some of those guys like trains. Some of those
he's a
guys
Salem guy. Yeah,
he's like totals.
When those guys live in Salem, they get really into Halloween.
Well, he's old Salem blood. He's from the OG. He's
from the witch
hometown.
Is he supposed to be like a descendant of the witches?
Yeah, his mom is at the end. She cackles and disappears. He says
his mom is a witch.
His grandma, he says his grandma, when they're at the old museum, he goes, my grandma, we already talked about this. My grandma was the first one to call out the witch trials being fake. So they killed her. They hung her for being a witch. And his grandma was at the Salem witch trials. So that means his family has lived there since the Salem witch trials.
Gotcha.
Which is what, 1658 or some shit? Okay. 1858, 1812, 1819.
The Salem witches' grandchildren are the age of Adam Sandler now.
Great.
No, it's just 2, you're saying.
I mean, when was the Salem witch trials?
I don't know. But the movie is saying his grandmother was the.
He said one of his
mom's
great. He said one of his great grandma. It was a great. It was a great. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
These are important details. Honestly, I want to know the lore. I want to know the reason why this guy. Little Nicky is another one of these movies.
He has a family member.
Funny voice movies.
He has a blood-related direct descendant of somebody who was at the Salem witch trials. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
So yeah, he's an OG Salem.
Probably Little
inbred.
Nicky.
I would guess inbred.
Oh, I see. Well,
let's talk about Little Nicky on the Little Nicky episode.
Of course, I'm just mentioning it.
Because we haven't even talked about Paul Blart.
Oh yeah, Kevin James.
I fucking loved his character in this.
Yeah, I always like Kevin James. Honestly, I'm a King of Queens guy.
He lost me at Bring the Boom.
Here Comes the Boom. Come on,
Here Comes the Boom. He got a little too serious for it. I'm not the fat guy anymore. It's like, well,
he's always been like an athletic fat guy. He could always do a cartwheel. He's one of those fat guys.
He was a sporty fat guy.
Yeah.
Could he? What? Does he do a cartwheel?
Yeah, he can do a cartwheel. He's like I guess Farley is pretty big. So.
Well, that was cocaine. Farley was just fueled on cocaine.
Man, to get that
But
fat on
anyway,
coke,
you said, but anyway.
that's a weird combo. You have to really be pushing everything to its limit, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, look at his death
Because people
photos.
probably talked about
There's
this
like
before.
Cheetos on the floor.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
It's tragic. And he's just on his back and he just looks
miss
dead.
him.
Holy shit. Okay. Tuesday, I was leaving my other podcast I do. And I was downtown. Our studio's downtown Austin. And we were walking to some Tex-Mex place to get food.
Okay.
There's this homeless lady laying on her back, which nothing new. You see him passed out all the time here. She was on her back in a death pose, like straight up, was not like her chest was not moving. She's 50 something. Who knows? On her back, mouth agape, flies going in and out of her mouth and nose, running on her face. There was like 10 flies on her face. And I'm looking at a corpse.
Yeah.
And I was with my buddies and we were like, this is a human corpse.
This happened on
like,
Tuesday?
Hey, this is Tuesday morning at or noon, 12:30 or so. And I was like, yo, and my friends were like too high, like they were high as shit. And they were just trying to cross the street. And I'm like, yo, I think this is a corpse, y'all. And they're like, nah, it's just a homeless person. I go, no, there's flies going in and out of this mouth. I've never seen that. So then one of the guys goes, hey, lady, nothing. Hey, lady. It took like 7 hey ladies. And she just, I'm about to throw up thinking about it, sits up like a fucking crypt keeper, sits up. And I am not exaggerating. 7 to 10 flies come out of her mouth all at once.
Holy fuck.
Like a fucking curse, like a biblical curse.
Yeah, mummy.
Come out of her mouth. And then she goes, hey, you got any change? And just immediately goes into her asking for change pitch. And we were like, what the fuck? It was like the closest thing I've seen to a zombie. And then she kind of it looked animatronic even. Like I could have been on a prank show, to be honest. It looked animatronic.
But there was something unreal about it. You know what I mean?
She's probably dead now.
That's why it freaked you out so much.
Within 24 hours. Well,
are you just freaked out from the flies or like the whole sitting up thing too? It's like so bizarre that it's like.
Well, no, I'm glad she was alive, but it's like how? I didn't know how. But flies 10 flies coming out of your mouth. I've never seen that outside of a movie. And I'm 5 feet away. Like I'm looking at her in the eyes and sits up and like they just like crawled out and flew out.
What if one of them like flew into your mouth?
Well, that means they're laying eggs in her mouth, man. Like,
ew.
Have you not seen that?
Holy shit.
In like third world countries, there's people that have like larvae in their teeth and stuff.
Oh my God.
So she's dead now. Like there's no way she's not dead.
Flies are
3 days later.
I'm dealing with flies right now.
Well, homeless. I mean, the bigger issue there is like maybe a crack problem and a homeless problem. But well, I thought it was gonna be cool that I've been able to see a dead body, but no, this bitch was alive.
And it makes you want to throw up thinking about the flies.
10 of them, man. At least 7. At least 7.
This is the kind of thing that would happen to Hubie.
Oh my God, Tim Meadows. Dude, every other character. This is such a character acting movie. Cameo character, day player movie.
He's one of the people. So this movie follows like this killer pattern of like somebody's mean to Hubie and then they get killed.
And they end up missing.
Yeah, they go missing. Yeah.
Very cool missing effects too.
What? How they get like
in the maze? Yeah,
it's stuff. Yeah, that's cool. It's a good way to do it, I think.
I mean, pretty basic, but
man, I just watched Hocus Pocus 2. My wife.
Is that new? Okay.
Yeah, it just came out. And it just looks like shit. Like it's shot.
Yeah,
like
it's made for like kids.
It's all like shot on stages and
like everybody's like 90.
Shit looks really bad. It's like the forest is like they shoot a lot of scenes in this like nighttime Salem forest. This is another movie that takes place in Salem. That's why I was thinking about it.
How them witchy titties though? Is there any nice decent little witchy titties? Any Metler titties? Any Mittler titties?
She shows bush.
What?
No, the 3 ladies are really good. The 3 ladies are good, but there's this like forest where it's like a forest set on a stage, obviously, and it has like mist pumped in, and like,
Okay.
and there's a giant full moon, like right above the horizon.
It's clearly green screen, is what you're saying?
Well, like the whole thing is like, no, I don't know what it is, but it's like,
Because
it might be,
bring
it's
it back
in,
to Hubie at this, because there's a couple scenes like this in Hubie that I thought looked great.
yeah, this movie is awesome.
Like literally the exact scene where he runs into Steve Buscemi out in the woods and he's eating a pumpkin.
Steve Buscemi's great.
He's just face deep in a pumpkin.
Oh yeah.
But that was clearly a studio, right? That was a giant blue screen studio. It's got to be. We don't
Anyway,
need to talk about Hocus Pocus 2.
I know, it's fine. Here, let me look and see what's going on IMDb.
Tim Meadows, fucking introduction. Best intro in this movie. Funniest introduction of any character in this movie is Tim Meadows. You see a silhouette down by the sidewalk, start walking up, looking like a damn dildo, like a circumcised dildo. Walking up, and it's Tim Meadows with this toupee that is the tiniest little bowl cut. It's closer to a yarmulke than it is a toupee. And he just comes up so cocky, and he's like, well, Hubie Dubai. Oh my God. It's movie. Worth watching the movie just for that fucking intro.
Tim Meadows is one of those guys that's can be very funny, like when he like by like being movie, really smiley and happy, you know.
Yeah.
Like you seeing him smile is like funny. But remember
so
the ladies, man?
He's like so cocky and content while being a big fucking idiot at the wearing that toupee. Like, how are you gonna enter the scene going stupid? Well, confidence. Like I'm the
yeah, it's good stuff. Damn, yeah, the ladies, man, I could revisit. I feel like.
And then every scene after that, his Halloween costume is one of those my decapitated. I'm holding my head and my sternum.
Yes.
And every fucking scene, the most impractical Halloween costume to go to a drive-in movie theater. They go to a drive-in and he's wearing that shit.
It's the source of many jokes and quips.
Oh my God, this movie's so
he's like funny. There's a scene where he's always trying to fuck his wife.
His wife. Yeah,
and his wife doesn't want to because he's bald, I guess. And he starts sucking the thumbs on the fingers on his costume of his like that are holding his head.
He like sits down.
It's funny.
And people are getting aroused. Good, dude. It's good. He's like, is that turning you on? And she goes, what? No. She's like, what are those supposed to be? My fingers? Like, cool. What? I don't get it.
Yeah.
And the bloopers of that scene is, she goes, what are they supposed to be, like little tiny penises? No.
And he's like doing it really confidently.
I want to see that couple. I want to see them as a couple in a movie.
Yeah,
they have
those
like
are good characters.
Perfect sense of humor to be like husband and wife that aren't having sex.
Yeah, this movie's like letting funny people be like funny.
Yeah, it's a homies hanging out, filming.
Homies hanging.
Felt like a low stakes movie. I mean, I feel like you get cast on Adam Sandler. It's like the lowest stakes, highest paid movie.
Oh yeah, I bet you it's like a sought after.
Oh, absolutely.
Like thing. Yeah. It's like, you know, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't like 10 years ago or whatever. But now people are like, oh yeah, they're just like having fun and going in a cool place and stuff. This Salem.
People said that about Tim and Eric. Like going in like their first season of Tim and Eric, they'd go into a small, like tiny office out in like Los Feliz.
Okay.
And it'd just be a green screen and be like like Paul Rudd would go in and he's like, yeah, it would just be me and two guys in like this tiny room with a green screen and we would just fucking goof around for like an hour. And celebrities are just that's how Tim and Eric got all their like celebrity camos because it was just so fun to like hang out and do.
Yeah, that's cool. The Salem
and they fucked and sucked them.
Oh, nice.
Tim and Eric. Well, I think sometimes Tim fucked and sometimes he sucked. Like they switched up the fucking and sucking. Yeah. One fucked and one sucked at all times. At
all times.
Yeah, I'm saying they would swap roles, who sucked and who fucked. But if this is also why celebrities liked playing with them because it was a guaranteed suck and fuck.
Right.
But sometimes you get Tim sucking, sometimes you get Tim fucking. Tim fucking while Eric's sucking.
How would you rate that compared to the opposite?
I've never had either. So
Of course.
be an absolute honor and a dream.
Damn. Well, I guess Adult
Honestly, to
Swim
be
doesn't.
sucked or fucked by anybody named Tim or Eric.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. You're just into the name. Oh boy, the timer thing popped up again.
It pops up. 10
That's
minutes.
Okay. Well, yeah. One thing I did want to say was Salem is a pleasant movie. This is the worst point I've ever brought up on the show.
This is definitely not the worst point, but let's hear it first. What is the point? Let me pour another Tito's.
Salem looks nice. There's again, like, this is a comfort food thing. Salem
look up where they filmed it. Where did they film it?
Then thinking about how Adam Sandler goes to like Hawaii and shit for his movies, they go to Salem. So it's like they're doing like the idyllic setting or like the time for that place or whatever, like fall, New England fall.
Well, like, it's Halloween.
So this movie is like everybody gets to go
be in fall.
But I think maybe I was feeling like I'm imagining they added leaves to the street and shit. But
yeah. Well, I'm looking up where it got filmed and when.
Because does that sort of season even exist anymore?
It was filmed it was filmed in a neighboring city of Salem called Marblehead, Massachusetts.
So it wasn't filmed in Salem.
Yep. No, just the neighbor.
That's fucking me up. Oh, just the neighbor's house.
But it probably wasn't even filmed in fall. So yeah, Adam, believe it or not, it's a movie. And so they're going to dress the set.
That's bullshit.
So they're going to put leaves on the...
That's wrong.
I mean, I'm looking at actual pictures of Salem, though. That's a beautiful, like that little town square.
Can you show me real quick on the screen?
You got to Google. I'm on my phone.
Yeah, so maybe that's still where fall... I feel like fall doesn't exist anymore in a lot of the world. So
you live in California. You've lived in California for the top one.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah, for sure.
That's the town square, though. That's a big city. So we probably in Hubie, because he only biked everywhere. So we
if I lived in that town, I'd be biking all over the place. That's like the dream.
Only saw 10-mile radius on this sucker.
I wish I was in a better biking area. Anything else?
We haven't even talked about half of the characters.
Okay, let's do it.
The one character I did not like was that Indian dude, the kid, the bully kid.
Why not?
Because watching it seemed like that actor's shot, like his opportunity.
Yeah.
And he didn't seem like he could hang. Because it's like not his fault, but you're sitting there, you're next to, look at the end.
That was probably Cameron Boyce, who Cameron Boyce is going to play.
Absolutely. That's 100% who he should have played. The little shithead coworker. That's that would make a lot of sense. No, because he always plays
I don't know. I thought the kid was funny. Pretty funny.
He was fine, but you know what? Honestly, though, that would make a lot of sense if that was a last minute cast.
Yeah. Those are tough shoes to fill.
Do you know anything about this? Hey Jesse?
I
don't even know what the show's called. I forget what the show's called, but because he would have been perfect for that role. Honestly, he would have been 100 times better than the kid they had. Because this kid was trying to be snarky and be a bully, and he wasn't.
I don't know.
And he's like acting up against Ray Liotta and Tim Meadows and what's Tim Meadows' wife's name?
Man.
What's her name? Maya Rudolph and Adam Sandler and all of them. He's in that scene when they're at the end when they're all on the spikes, and every cameo shows up. Every celebrity is there.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi, and he just got outshined by all these celebrities in that moment. And it seemed like his big moment. He had one little speech where he had one little speech, one little tag that was supposed to be funny about like I peed my pants or something, or he says something, and it did not hit at all. And I was like, damn, you blew it.
Fuck.
The wrong one died again.
Yeah. It should have been you.
The wrong white boy died again. The wrong Caribbean white boy died again. No, I don't think I would have been good on that role. I would have tried.
You?
I would have been. I love
Oh, if
playing
you
a
had those
smart
shoes
ass.
to fill.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I think you got to just like
Who's your favorite character though?
just be yourself. That's my advice, right? When you're in this situation.
Well, yeah, I can't act, so obviously.
No, I'm just saying, like, be confident in who you are. And just know that you're enough.
But that's a problem. I'm not dumb. So I can't lie to myself.
Oh, brother,
I can't trick
Ryan,
myself.
come on. How are you going to fill Cameron Boyce's shoes?
Oh, they're filled.
What?
2 weeks later, I get arrested for the murder of Cameron. We found his shoes in his bed filled with human feces. That's my Dahmer.
That was your calling card, yeah. Did Dahmer have a calling card? I can't watch the thing because we canceled Netflix, but does Dahmer have a calling card?
I mean,
is that a stupid question?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd rape, kill, eat, and rape again. Just one corpse.
No, that's not really a calling card, though.
He had a thing. He didn't have a calling card because nobody was chasing him. He got caught. It wasn't like he was running.
All right, this is kind of harsh in the vibe, I feel like.
Yeah, I know. I brought up that dead lady. Nope, she was alive for a day at least.
No, that's like a happy ending.
Oh, that's a visual I won't get out of my face though.
That's like a classic.
So it
happy
ends.
ending.
It ends with him making out with the hot chick over the camera or over the. Do you notice they never kiss on camera? Adam Sandler and what's her name?
Julie Bowen. Oh yeah, his wife's like, no, oh motherfucker.
Probably.
Like that's why she's on the movie. She's like so. She's always. Oh,
I'm gonna be on set.
He gives her a role. And
This would actually be funny if he hired his wife to be an extra, or if his wife was like, "I will be an extra in every romantic scene." So you can just see his wife walking in the background, just eyeballing, making sure,
like arms crossed.
But in every Sandler movie, like just a fun little "you can do it" character that keeps coming back.
the watching lady.
Wife. Yeah.
Yes, the watching woman.
That'd be a fun little Easter egg. Like, you have to find her in the crowd.
Yeah, watching,
waiting.
Damn.
Commiserating.
Well, I guess it's not a big deal. It also must feel weird to kiss. I don't know. I feel like everybody's like old friends on this movie, and it's like Julie Bowen and stuff. Julie Bowen is
yeah, they've probably gone on like family vacations and stuff together.
Yeah. Or I don't know, maybe not. But, they've known each other and stuff, and they're doing this, like Julie Bowen's doing this like fun reunion sort of thing, and like
what because she hasn't been acting really, has she?
I think she was on
a show,
a hit TV show for like the past 10 years.
What show?
Or like more than that. Modern Family.
Oh,
it's Modern Family's funny.
It's not.
It's fun. It's funny characters. Modern Family is funny. That's why the show is good. The writing's good too. But Hubie Halloween also has fun characters, and because everybody's having fun, and it's like good vibe.
Yeah. Well, that's all it is. I just want a movie. I just want a movie where it's friends.
It's Halloween. We're cozying up. You want to cozy
Halloween, family.
Oh, hey, I see that it's less than a minute. Just FYI.
I also saw that, and I was building up to a perfect segue.
Sorry.
An absolutely perfect segue. Friends, family, coziness of Salem, witches, bitches, and no snitches. Here comes another. I think we're just realizing in part 3 of this episode that Adam's headset has been incorrect, and
was talking into a microphone that wasn't being recorded.
Talking into a microphone that's on his temple and not on his mouth.
Yeah, it's like a
But
gamer headset with the thing picked.
I don't think that's been the case though.
Okay.
Well, so this is a mystery.
Obviously.
Well, I was gonna say go listen to it real quick.
I don't know. It's like, what are we gonna do? It doesn't. That's nothing to do.
If this is now this sounds bad. Because if the other one sounded fine, maybe a setting changed last time we got kicked off.
Does this sound better?
That sounds better, yeah. But I don't remember if it sounds the same.
I'm so stupid, not you. You didn't do anything wrong.
This also, I feel like how it sounded the whole time. Whatever, we'll figure it out.
Good God.
It's still going to be our best. As long as we don't have
we don't need William
chirping in our goddamn ear.
I know. No, I'm just kidding. We miss William and wish him the best.
Honestly, William can buzz off, dude. That guy's overrated.
Hey, really? Personally overrated?
Actually, he's not. I guess he ain't even.
You think he's great?
Dude ain't even rated yet. He ain't got no reviews.
Well, I just realized that my fucking headset is the stupid microphone thing happened.
It's a Hubie app. It's a Hubie Halloween app.
I'm having a Hubie Halloween right now. This Halloween is like.
Are you doing? What are you dressing up for as Halloween?
I just spilled the coffee and stuff. I don't have my costume picked out yet. Like,
what are you gonna put the kid in?
Chicken outfit.
For real?
Yeah. Unless it's too hot, we're getting a pirate outfit too, in case if it's hot. Because that's what I'm saying. There's no fall. There's no real autumn in a lot of parts of the world anymore.
Can your kid even walk around and go door to door? Will this be the first year?
But in the movie, it can be. That's what I'm saying. No, you might be able to do that, but I don't know what we're going to do, like a Halloween parade thing with toddlers and stuff. That's a fun little local thing in my like small town.
Yeah.
But hey, we can't all be like live in the life that is the world of Hubie Halloween. The perfect autumn.
I was gonna say you should dress him up as one of the Hubie characters.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like make
him the water boy or little Nicky. That would be good.
At the end of the movie, we find out the person kidnapping all these people are Hubie's mom.
Yeah,
Hubie's mother, because she's sick of her kid getting bullied, and
which
so
makes
she gets
sense.
them all
like people are mean to Hubie, and then they get taken.
She's protecting her. Yeah. That's what the cops are like. They find out like, oh, who's nice to you? Because it's usually somebody nice to you, and it's only two people in his life: the girl that he likes that gives him soup,
the beautiful woman,
and then his mom. And that's a big reveal. The person been kidnapping is his mom.
Sweet story.
Somehow she has the strength to physically kidnap these grown ass adults.
Yeah, like yank them into the shadows.
There's literally a supernatural aspect to this, and then at the end. She tricks them all, and then you hear a cackle and like a whoosh, and she disappears. So she
was a witch.
Got magical. There's some magic going on in this movie.
Wait, because I was trying to be like, what's the deal with the werewolf thing? If it's her mom, like what's that guy doing the whole time? He's just eating the pig and like eating animals and stuff.
Steve Buscemi?
He's only eating animals. That's kind of cool, actually. No, like the werewolf
the pumpkin,
is like, he's like not eating people.
Well, he thinks he's not a real werewolf.
Oh, he's not? He has like furry hands and stuff.
No, we went the whole episode and you and I were on the same page. Are you kidding me?
Don't act like this is a subtle thing.
The major plot of the movie is that the crazy person leaves the insane asylum, right? So we think that person, and he puts on the pig mask, and we think that person's crazy. It's revealed it's Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
He broke out of the insane asylum to go get Steve Buscemi because they were roommates. It's a huge part. It's a huge punchline. But
Steve Buscemi was a werewolf.
You're crazy. He glued the Keenan the cop calls and he goes, yeah, this crazy dude. He glued a bunch of hair onto his forearms. He thinks he's a wolf. He's not a wolf. We find out that he's crazy and he's pretending to be a wolf because he's insane.
So stupid.
And the Rob Schneider's character broke out of the insane asylum because they're roommates, and he came to bring him back because he's a good roommate.
Okay,
and he's like, hey, man. So the psycho's not even a psycho.
Fucking
That was
idiot.
a whole major. That was like a 5-minute scene, like a really funny scene between Rob Schneider. I was gonna say this might be my favorite Schneider character
Oh wow,
in a lot of these.
that's cool.
Adam,
Cool thing to hear.
goddamn, it's towards the end of the movie
So
though,
stupid.
so you probably got.
I just really am
distracted.
stupid.
Well, no, you
It's,
get too high
I
and
miss
distracted.
Hubie Halloween details. I wasn't high.
This isn't This isn't an Easter egg. This isn't a detail. This is a part of the plot and the script.
Well, it's like told in dialogue,
And it's a major
Can't pay
plot
attention.
point because you find out the mom is the one that's the crazy one, not this guy, like not the werewolf.
But it's like also,
Not-
but I was gonna say it's like
No, it's not even
a kindness. It's like there's like an element of kindness to that character even.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he's crazy.
this movie is very nice.
He's not
but it's
harmful.
about
He
being,
thinks he's a dog.
It's about being
he
nice.
thinks he's a living.
That's really what this movie's about. Being nice.
Well, yeah, there's a whole
Understand?
monologue about it. So the mom, that's
So
what I
that's
was
what
trying to
I'm-
get
no.
at. So
Yeah.
the mom,
Oh.
the end of the movie, the mom turns out to be the psycho, and this is for the listeners
A witch.
who haven't seen it. We don't know if she's a witch, but the
Spoiler
mom,
alert for the people who haven't seen it.
is the. If you haven't seen it, it's been a year. Y'all sleeping on it.
Yeah.
The mom's a
don't
thing.
know
They're all
what
there. The whole thing was a ploy for the mom. She calls the news to get there, and she's gonna burn these people alive, these bullies alive, and on
That's-
live
hey.
news. And she does it after giving a
Holy
big speech
shit.
about how Hubie is a good person and everybody treats him wrong, and he wouldn't stick up for himself, so she had to do it. And then she throws the match. Of course, Hubie uses the last little drop of soup to put the match out before it burns him alive,
Yeah.
thus proving that he is a great guy. He saved his enemies. Da 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 da.
know-
And then she gives that whole speech.
You know what? You made me realize who else was burned at the stake? Witches.
Witches. Adam, Jesus Christ.
So
I really lost you.
you knew that? You knew that?
The Salem witch trials, the
Yeah,
whole
I mean, at
movie
the end-
starts with that.
But at the end,
the movie
how it's like
starts with-
it's like a parallel
The
thing.
movie bruh. I don't know. What do you mean it's a
Come
parallel?
on.
It's literal.
All right.
It's not
Well,
a parallel.
I'm
It's
seeing
literal.
that. I missed it during the thing. No big deal. And now I've figured it out. So
You didn't watch the ending, did you?
I did. I watched. No, of
It
course.
sounds like because the second we got to the
got too
point where
scared.
a lot of things are revealed, you don't seem to know these things. So you didn't watch the whole movie. You
I was
fell
too
asleep.
scared.
Admit it.
I pretended I was asleep.
Did you watch the whole movie?
No, I did. Of course. What are you talking
You said
about?
no.
Come on, Ryan. So
I mean, not knowing
it's a
Steve
witch
Buscemi
thing, is
wasn't
what
a
I'm saying.
werewolf,
What
it's
does
a
that
pretty big
mean? I was
tell.
bringing it up to be like, what does that mean? What does
To
it
be a
mean that
witch?
the witch was going to light? You know,
Oh yeah. Well, we
Violence
don't know if
begets
she's
violence.
we don't know if she's a witch. She just disappears at the end.
yeah, like in cackling.
But I mean, that was the whole point of the Salem witch trials, is like fake
Yeah, but then that's
false
like a witch
accusations.
going on and treating others like witches. You know,
No,
like
I
how
get
she's
where-
been treated.
I get where you're going.
It's a deep
But,
message
but that's not what
of
that's not what's there.
being nice. You
Yeah.
know?
It wasn't that deep. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Well, that's a message
Turning
that a
in-
lot of
the
people.
longer we talk, the closer I'm getting to William in your ass.
Okay. I'm pretty upset. I forgot. I missed the werewolf thing. But
Well, because then he's in custody. Yeah. Yeah, these buffet movies aren't for you. You need a basic maybe an appetizer.
I
something
enjoyed
easy,
it.
something you can focus, just one thing on the plate at a time for Adam.
I didn't understand the movie, but I enjoyed it. Okay.
There's not much to under. Oh, yeah, okay.
Just missed some key parts at the end. but I had a really good time.
Yeah, and that's the thing about
And
a
you don't
movie
need
like
to
this is
know.
there's no real key parts. Yes.
Yeah.
Although you kind of do if you want to get the rest of the
It's a
jokes because
mystery.
they all were standing there holding fake finger guns, the werewolf and Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different movie if they didn't have that scene, Adam. So you're living in a different world if you do that. You see,
It's kind of a Berenstain Bears thing.
No,
you're saying
you're
the Mandela effect.
Not absorbing information, so you think you're watching something different.
That's my Mandela effect.
No, it's an Adam effect. A-DUMB.
Damn.
No, Adam, not Adam.
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 That sounds pretty cool to me.
That's what my brother Adam used to say when I called him Adam.
He'd say Adam.
And I told him, he go, no, it's more like Adam. And I told on him for cursing.
Nice.
I go, you dummy.
Very nice.
You got your ass. So moral.
It's not a very Hubie
obviously
thing.
The Hubie moral is be nice to people that are nice, even though they're weird. But what's the moral that you got out of it? The moral of Hubie Halloween.
I said the nice thing. Actually, that was my.
That's
the my idea.
Thing.
That was the thing that I said.
That's the obvious moral.
Oh,
that's
I see
the
what you're
obvious
saying.
moral of the Okay. That's what the whole plot is about.
Also, don't be scared.
Oh my God! Yeah, he's
so
scared,
but he didn't need to be scared at any point. He was being protected. Ultimately,
I'd be scared.
No, but I'm saying like he thought he was in danger, but he was ultimately being protected. So when you're,
don't get
it's like
scared if you're scared, you'll be protected. All you Dahmer victims, every time you got scared, he was just protecting you.
When you're at your lowest, that's when Jesus is carrying you. That's what the movie is.
He was dodging all those eggs. He was dodging those wrenches.
Yeah, that was Jesus. It was like an angels in the outfield kind of thing.
He was on that instinct mode.
Mm-hmm. This movie is great. I can't wait to watch it again. I might not even wait till next Halloween.
Did you watch it with your wife?
No, but I think she would enjoy it. I'm excited.
It's true. You should watch it with you guys should watch it if you have like a Halloween adult get together with some other couples or something.
No,
have
we
some
don't.
Fruit punch.
That doesn't happen. What?
You guys don't have friends?
No.
You're still worried about diseases?
Yeah, that's why I don't have friends. Okay.
That's not why.
Well, we moved to a new town in the middle of the pandemic, and I work from home. So
we got a kid,
and we have a kid.
You're not meeting anybody.
Honestly, it's mostly the kid thing because our nights are short.
No parents though. You don't mingle with the other parents.
Of course. Well, we're all in the trenches right now. Things are not so idyllic.
Bring up Hubie Halloween at the next PTA meeting.
Yeah, that's what we need.
At the next PTA, stand up. Be like, hey, this is a little bit off of the school situation, but if anybody's down to just like, I don't know, have like a cocktail hour and watch Hubie Halloween at my place, like I just if there's any other parents out there,
so just standing invitation.
Come on over. Hubie Halloween. I haven't said it. I'm not like setting it.
You're gonna laugh,
but if enough people are down to clown, like I'm lonely. All right.
Yeah.
And just sit down.
I don't have any friends, so I just wanted to break the ice.
Another lady at the PTA stands up and goes, "Hey, aren't you the father of the kid that ate all the glue last year?" And you go,
that's
"Yeah,
absurd.
Yes." Yeah, and then another parent says up, "Yeah, and also the kid that ate all the crayons right after that."
Basically, every arts and crafts item was eaten by my kid.
So, and then a third,
had to cancel that for the year.
Third person, the art teacher stands up and she goes, "I had to take out a loan because of all the arts and crafts and glitters and glues that your son is 8, and you're asking us to come watch Hubie Halloween?"
Yeah, it's not because teacher salaries are too low. It's because my kid ate all the supplies.
Kid ate all the
He's kind of a Hubie sort of guy. I love him. He's my boy, sweetheart.
Here, I'd say the true moral of the story is never show that you like somebody. if you plan on committing crimes of passion. If
Okay.
you want,
Planning on committing a crime of passion?
if you're planning on committing a crime of passion and you like this person, let's say I like Adam,
Okay.
as in Hubie's mom liked Hubie, just
Kind of a
unconditional
protective.
love, unconditional love.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's how you like me.
Never show that. That's what William's doing to you more like. Never show that, because then if somebody bullies you, Adam, you're Hubie and William is Hubie's mom in this.
Well, I thought you were Hubie's mom.
I know, but it works better if William's Hubie's mom.
Okay.
I'm the bully. I come in and I bully you. William kills me, kidnaps and kills me.
Right.
They're never going to tie him to it, because they'll go back to these podcast episodes and be like, well, William's just mean. He obviously doesn't like Adam, but deep down he does. So never show that you like the person you're going to commit a passionate crime about. Does that make sense?
Yeah. How does that relate to the Hubie Halloween?
His mom, the reason they caught his mom and the reason they suspected his girlfriend was because those were the only two people. Usually crimes of passion happen from people that like you. Did you not see that monologue too? Do I got to describe all the scenes?
Right, or somebody you have a relationship with, you're saying. Like you're close to.
Somebody who's, yes, because it wasn't Hubie.
That's why it's called a crime of passion, though, isn't it? Or I guess you could be passionate about a stranger.
But they would never have suspected his girlfriend or his mom if they wouldn't have shown love. That you're definitely not going to follow, but somebody listening is following. So that's the point.
Cool. All right.
If you plan to commit a crime of passion, just don't get involved with the person. Leave no trace.
Oh, okay. You're giving more advice on how to dispose of evidence.
That's the moral of this. Leave no trace. Not dispose evidence, just not even be involved with the evidence, because you're not even a suspect. Right. That's what I learned from Hubie.
Interesting takeaway.
Oh, and always have soup on hand.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I want to cozy up with some soup and watch this movie. You know what I mean? On a cold fall night, Halloween night even. On
a brisk Hallows Eve.
Yes. That sounds very cozy.
When the doors are creaking and the stairs are squeaking, the bats are tweaking, and the skeletons are clacking. The wolves are howling. And I'm Hubieing under a nice cozy quilt.
Nailed it.
With my wife, who I turn to. Dun, 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 she's a skeleton. Was that scary?
That was scary.
So this movie is obviously a 3 out of 5.
I was going to say 3 as well. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But you know, it's good.
It ain't gonna win no awards.
No, but it's a good time. They're having a good time. We're having a good time.
Smoke some weed, drink some, do whatever you do to chill out and relax. Watch
do meth and watch this movie.
You could, if that's what you do to relax. Just don't come in like William. Well, actually, the lighting in scene 5 was a little off, and just basic writing. Oh, I'm sorry, they already did this in Monkey Bone. See, fucking dork.
Everything goes back to Monkey Bone.
That? Lynch did this already in Lost Highway.
Monkey Bone established many rules in the language of cinema,
and that's why B. Frage just got that standing O.
Yep, it was a kind of a lifetime achievement award for being in Monkey Bone, as far as I understand. Right. So 3, yeah.
That's the episode. Don't stop. Don't stop recording.